How's it going, everyone? Jerz here with some more TemTem. On the last episode, we completed. Well, I think I need to keep leveling up Volgan. I need to get everyone to the 90s, I think. Yowler's falling behind. I need these two to get to the 90s. Anyway, we collected almost... We're missing one, and I'm pretty sure this last seal, like, the only thing to do is do the story now. So... I think so. It has to be in this room. So we're going to find out shortly if it is. This is quite a large room. It probably is in here. Let me pop a scent because I don't really want to battle. Ooh. I think I have that. I think I caught that in a previous island. Not in a moment. We have. Even though we could have electrocuted that thing. Let's go ahead and pop an item to stop the battles for a bit. And I need to keep an eye out for that final shard. The quest wants me to go left. I should probably go right and just see what all is over here. Right now I really want that last shard. See, we found something in a barrel. This is why we gotta check these barrels, guys. Look at this. Ooh. Oh, no, never mind. Let's see what's in here. Got something over here, Grunder. Wow, we're getting a lot of stuff. This room actually has a ton of stuff in it, guys. One of these has to have the last shard. There's no way I don't have... that I can't find that today. Okay. Fair enough. Let's take a look up here. Dude, we're finding so much stuff. This is amazing. It's probably in their room. The last shard. Okay. I think let's just keep going. You don't look like one of those. Yes, that I am. Although I shouldn't call myself an Arctaber anymore. I let myself get caught by a band of thugs. I should be ashamed. So they should have taken all of your TemTem. Thank you, youngster. Help me get back to Kisiwa. We need to warn my people. But you don't understand. They're really powerful. Percival and that green-haired, they set a trap for me. Konstantinos is their leader, the traitor. He wants to know all my secrets and use them against... There's no time to talk. I can't explain now. Just come along, please. What is the danger so grave? How could we? Come with me. I need to go back in that room. No! Ugh. Nala Vumbi. Imprisoned by the evil mastermind. Cut it out, Grandpa. We need to move fast. I have a huge ace up his sleeve. Can you walk? I'm mostly fine, just seething with anger. To think, an Arctamer fell for this. Konstantinos is going to hear from me. From all of us, Andira included. Let's go to Cromlech. It's nearest to the place of power. No, I can't. Like a corpse devoured by parasites. Where's Konstantinos? The donjon, of course. It was designed to be the safest, most expungible part of the Citadel, and centuries later it still is. But it's impossible. Without the Great Seal, what seal? The Great Seal arms the House of Brayside. It was one for ages, and now it's been broken. This is the last straw for me. Without the Great Seal, the way to the donjon remains closed. I can't comprehend how he would have climbed the tower without the seal. It's impossible. Unless he has a giant secret weapon. The only way is, as is the prerogative of the great lords of Brayside. Here's a piece that I managed to secure myself. Ooh, guys, we have all the seals. I don't know where they are, but I suppose they must be lying around somewhere in this mess. Dudes, let's do this. Hold on. Let me go in here first. I need to see what I missed. in their room. Oh, it closes right away. So continuing the story gets you the final seal. Alright guys, with that said, let's do this. We have the final seal, and now, so what do I do? Do I do this, or do I join? Finally, here I go. Get Konstantinos before he escapes again. So right now, this is it. Finish Konstantinos. Okay. I don't think I have time to get to level 90. I have to play this safe. Leodol Acronox up front, I think, is the play. I think I'm going straight into a boss battle, guys. So, what is going to happen here? He's at the top of it, isn't he? What the down below is that? No way, this is constant. Oh. It's a huge one of those. It is Konstantinos. Dude, is this the boss of the game? Mega Zezare. Oh my god, they have Mega Tem. You're a creature of my own making, only less grateful and more aggravating. You'd be nothing if I hadn't taught you. Had I not rescued you from that miserable little village, you'd just be another dirt farmer like the rest of those pathetic Zadarians. Time to correct my mistake. Dude, we're fighting the boss of the game, I think. I need water up front now, like, immediately. That thing is weak to water. What did they just do? We're gonna double up on the Psypop. Oh, he swapped it out. Raignet. Ooh, but the marbles hit ya. We are in trouble. I need a water type up front, like right now. I think I'm gonna get Yuna in here. 4 times I just got obliterated. Why did I think I could do that? Why did I think I could do that? I don't know why. Okay. Let's get Yuna in. I'm going to water down this thing, and I need you to venom spread this thing. Wow! Okay, they're doing a lot of swapping. I need to get a KO somewhere. I should have doubled up on Raignet. Book lungs, right? No book lungs. Charged iron filling. What are you gonna do? That Acronox can't act right now because it just got in. So we need to eliminate this Raignet energy drink. I don't care about that. We need to eliminate this Raignet. So you are going to do a power revive or revive. Do a revive on Leodol. This may very well be the boss of the game. Broccolem. That's a fighting grass type, I think. Look at this morale booster. Perfect. This is actually a good turn for me because they swapped out something that was just irrelevant. They brought their Acronox back. Okay. What can I do in this fight is the question. What can I do? I say we double up on the Broccolem. Hit the Broccolem, and I want you to wait. Let's observe and see what they do. Oh, they're swapping. Zalbian, okay. Is this the right play? Dude, Are you sure what you're doing? The constant swapping? Is this it? Because now we poisoned your Zalbian. Next turn, I'm going to hit it with a Water Blade. I'm going to take my time here because you can't poison me. We're going to do a Water Blade, and I want you to hit me with an Ether or something. Ether plus. Ether plus me. Ether plus me. Oh my god, they're swapping. What are you bringing in? Broccolum. They're doing a lot of swapping. Ooh, it boosts the Acronox. That doesn't really mean too much. Because the poisoning we're gonna do is gonna be more annoying. Oh, they trapped me. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. That's okay. We're gonna sit here and wait. Actually, I could wait or I could do a potion or something. Let's go ahead and do a Bomb Plus on Acronox. Acronox is gonna be one of my biggest. No, we'll do it on Leota, just to keep him in a battle. We're gonna do an Earth Wave here. Yes, we are, to get a double hit. Psypop coming in. I honestly, I did think about doing Sting on that slot. Mom's Lunch. So this guy has he does a bunch of swaps. Paralyzing Poison, that's not how this works. We're poison types. Attack, special attack down. Okay, that's annoying. Earth Wave coming in hot. We're gonna double up on that Psypop slot, I think. We're gonna do Toxic Ink on Psypop. You are going to do a Bomb Plus on Yuna, I think. Yes, you are, because Yuna is just a monster beef. A Broccolum again? What are you doing, Broccolum? This is what I'm gonna do. He cannot poison my TemTem with this Acronox. Their Acronox cannot do anything to me. This is the extent of their power here. That's what they can do. Oh my god, they have heal on that Broccolum. Strong liver. I was not prepared for strong liver. Okay. We're gonna do a Water Blade here. Let me see. Yeah. Let's double up on this thing. We're gonna do a Blade and a Mud Shower. I don't think they can KO me right now. Zalbian again. They just keep swapping. That's all they're doing. They just keep swapping. It's not enough to just simply swap over and over, dude. So we're gonna finish this Acronox the next turn with a Water Blade, probably. Do I even have to is the question. I don't know. Yuna is gonna get to use an item right now because they're forced to rest. I actually like that. That's actually perfect for me. We're gonna give that to Acronox. Acronox, I need you to Mud Shower and eliminate this Acronox. Get them out of here. Go ahead, look, all they do is swap, swap, swap. That's their game plan. It's not effective. Because I've been blocking you with TemTem. Now what's going to be the problem is the Mega Zazare at the end. That's going to be the huge problem. Alright. No longer trapped, no longer seized. We've eliminated 2 of their Tem with little issue. They're giving us Mom's Lunch. Are they going to swap again? Oh wait, are they breaking the map? Are we running out of time, guys? I actually think now that I see, I think we're running out of time. If we don't KO them in a certain amount of time, we can lose. You see the ground cracking every turn? Ooh, this is trouble. This is trouble. Acronox might die here, I think. Acronox did fall. Oh boy. Okay, we're gonna get Leona in. This is okay, it's not terrible. We're gonna get Leona in. That Broccolum is gonna learn something today. Oh my god, guys, the ground is breaking. Okay, let's get another revive up on Acronox. You were gonna do an Ember. No, I wouldn't do an Ember. Jaw Strike, Water Blade. I would do a Jaw Strike. Let's try to get this Sipod out of here. They swapped it out. Zalbian. Ooh, had I done water on that slot. They swapped everything. What the? Volcrane. That thing is 4 times weak to water. What are you doing? That is such an interesting decision. We're gonna wait. We're gonna Water Blade the Volcrane. Of course it's leaving. Broccolem's coming in, right? Yep. I knew that. I should have saw that coming. They've been alternating that slot like crazy. Next turn, we're gonna get to do double water. If I had enough stamina on Yuna, we'd have done double water. So we're gonna do Water Blade here. We're gonna do Meteorite here. Someone is going to get obliterated here. What is that? Sipot? That's okay. That's okay. Are you gonna swap to... That's okay. That's fine. Flaming Meteorite. This should KO Broccolem. And now this game of swapping over and over is over for you. You can no longer swap, dude. Your swapping days are over. Now it's just down to your last... No, wait, they have Zalbian. Not Zalbian, they have one more Tem after this. Ooh, they're breaking more and more of the battle. I want you to do a Bomb ++ on yourself. No. Do a Bomb plus... What do I do? We also have the... Oh, I can't use the baby file, the ampule. I can't use those here. What do we do here? 50% health. What do I do? We can go for the Strangle on the side pot and make them swap. And we can do Water Blade here. Let's do that. Perfect. This was... They couldn't do too much here. They had to make a choice. I don't know if Wrenching was the way to go to hit me. We went for the Strangle on the side pot. It got the KO. That's perfect. So now Volcrane. All they have is Volcrane now. This is good. And we are going to... You are going to hit Buddy with an Ether. Leona needs an Ether, right? How much does Water Blade cost? 17. Use a regular Ether on Leona. Leona, one hit KO this thing. It's 4 times weak. Yep. That Konstantinos, you just got schooled. Leona not leveling up is sad. I should have tried to indoctrinate you instead of that useless Max. 3,000 bucks. 3,000 bucks is still not that good. I need a reliable pawn, and Max was easier prey. That Aina was too strong an influence on you. Just accept that you lost. Kisi was free. Telobos is down. Max has renounced you, and Lady Lottie is quit. The whole archipelago has united against you into the trash can of history. Maybe this is my final hour. But I won't go gently or alone. He's gonna use his Mega... Zazari? To down below. A tradition made for cowards and posers. This is what real power looks like. You're going down with me. You might have won the war, but this last battle you must lose. Not on my watch. Ooh. I hope they heal me. Dudes, all the Arctamers are here. History repeats itself. Every once in a few centuries, some power-hungry opportunist tries to restore the monarchy in their name. We arrive, it would seem just in time. We began with fire and crashing, with deception and struggle on the barren lands of Tukma and in the dark depths underneath. Shall now end here in ruin and retribution. Come on now, Lynn, do you really have to give a speech like right now? Read the room, dude. We even brought the 4th Arctamer and everything. You are nothing but a thug and a warmonger dressed in pompous sophistry, and you shall pay for your crimes. I'm not one to be brought back to the archipelago without good cause. And Dyra herself, for decades, I thought you a legend. And this is where you actually became nothing but that. Rest in peace, you pitiful relic. What are they gonna do? He's gonna destroy the building. Poor choice of last words. Arctamers, pan-solar beam. So there's 4 Arctamers. Oh, they got all the birds. That is cool. Thanks for playing. Guys, we beat the game. That was so abrupt. I feel like it just ended suddenly. That was really weird. Oh, that's cool how they did the exit. They did like a little art of how the people, how they look and stuff. But so guys, it looks like that is the end of TemTem. I thought this was an interesting story. I was expecting the final boss to be all level 100s, which was surprising. I guess from here, now that TemTem is completed, we can kind of concentrate on Pokemon Legends. But I did want to give some feedback on this game. This isn't essentially a review or anything, but just my opinion. I thought this game had a lot of potential to be something amazing, but it did fall short on several things. The art is great. I like the world. The story was interesting. A lot of the Tem designs were amazing. Love Acronox. He just showed up there too. It's funny. Where they kind of dropped the ball was the typing. I feel like the typings, there was way too many toxic type Tem in this game. All of like the coolest designs, the ones that I liked a lot, were all toxic. Maybe that says more about me than it says about the than the development team that made these Tem. I feel like when you get into a new area, there should be a lot more new Tem. There wasn't that much variety. I feel like some zones you'd go into and it's like more or less the same stuff you ran into already. It wasn't until the very final area here where we ran into about 4 or 5 different Tem, which was great. Other areas it was like 1, maybe 2. Alright, so they started, I guess they had like a copyrighted song playing. I had to skip that. Looks like there's a little bit extra here after. Had to cut myself off there for a moment. Let me see. The Second Archipelagic Congress is now in session. Thank you all for attending. Oh. Thank me not, Mr. President. In fact, I have much to atone for. The man I called my friend for a long time, he hoodwinked me. And on his behalf, I kept all Arbory in the dark when we should have been helping our Kishiwan friends. He exploited our division, the ancient animosity between Lockburg and Properton. This must never be allowed to happen again. Take my hand. The silly rivalry almost cost us our common future. Thank you, my respected fellow Murdag is too kind. This is all on me. I was foolish and blind and played right into the hands of a would-be dictator. I apologize, Mr. President. Arbory would have been part of this Congress from the very beginning. Belatedly, we realize, but we would like to join now if you would have us. I should come clean as well. I underestimated the threat that Clan Belsoto posed, even when Trainer Jerz warned me. Even when my loyal Captain Coley sailed with the Tukmani volunteers, I did not attend the first Congress. Therefore, I resign as Dojo Master of Quetzal. I'm too old. I propose Captain Coley's the new master. We're just the audience here. Thank you and refuse. We Tukmani helped our Kishiwan brethren, and we always will. But I'm not a dojo master, and I shall not become some sort of military leader for the Congress or the Airborne Archipelago. I warn you against a knee-jerk response to the threat that relies on force alone. We might have saved Kisiwa in the nick of time, but standing armies have not solved our problems in the past, and they will not solve our problems in the future. You mean have not solved, but that's okay, it's the ending of the game. Kisiwa thanks you for the volunteers for their help in the future of Uhuru, and your wise words bring us to an important topic. Clan Belsoto was defeated, but it leaves behind a vacuum and a dangerous precedent. We must be ready to face whatever may raise its ugly head in its wake. Having said this, it's been an honor to lead the resistance. It is I who willingly steps down as president. We've won the war, but only barely, and now we must make sure we don't lose the peace. For this new task, I propose Tihani, President of the Congress. Huh? Good call, you're the best. Without your early initiatives, we would have been completely overrun. You were the first to understand the danger of Clan Belsoto and to take decisive action by putting Carlos and Trainer Jerz on the case before most of us has even heard the name. If you're gonna be the big boss now, when exactly am I getting paid for my work? What a guy. Freelancers, you're all the same. I'll do my best to lead this peacetime Congress if all my peers agree. But you're not a dojo master, are you? I vote yes. We have an unanimous decision. Madam President. Thank you. Weren't we about to discuss rewards? You will have your pansons, man. I would never made it without them. We're getting paid, can you believe it? The real reward is the 10 we caught along the way. I didn't do it for the money. Finally. Thank both of you from the bottom of my heart. Please accept this. $10,000. Ooh. My official title of Congressional Agent. You were the first to receive this honor. No one deserves it more than you. Congressional Agent. Cool. What about more money? What about some new skates? Nice try, partner. If I think back to the first time I saw you on the beach, you were a young apprentice. Full of curiosity, I feel the same. But we're not children anymore. You can return home to your friends and family, but your life won't be the same. We cannot go back to where we were. We have won a war, yes, but the price of victory is responsibility. They must and they will. There are no more, but circumstances in which it arose remain. The genie won't go back into the bottle. The carefree days of the pre-Belsoto era are forever. I wonder where General X is now. What are we going to do with the captured Belsoto? We must begin rebuilding Kisiwa. We have to find a way to heal those wounds. We must change the way dojos work. We must ensure that never again so many young tamers feel so left behind and alienated that they listen to the lies and hatred of new Constantinos, now or in 100 years. And on that solemn note, is there something I wanted to ask you? Yes? Oh, will you marry me? Oh my god. I thought you'd never ask. Of course I will. Wow, that's one way to end the game, right guys? He nearly had a heart attack. If she said no, he'd have done a full-blown investigation. Why? Flamboyant until the end. Let's go. And we rappelled down under the cover of night. Looks like we're telling a story. Uhuru filled with Belsoto enemies. What adventures. I've lost count how many times Jerz has gotten us in trouble. But I do know many times I saved them. What will you do now? The Congress has been generous, but I have an airship to run. I guess I deserve something good. Guess we had a pretty good run. Maybe we're not such a bad team. Although any more passengers like you and I'll be broke in no time. There is something I've been seriously pondering, the notion of going on an extended hiatus. TemTem taming. Seriously. Whoa, he's going to become a serious tamer. He found it amusing. He was an inspiration. Alright, time for us to settle down. They're going to go to Tukma. They're going to give it another try. This time I think we can make it work. I'm losing half my crew. Well, I'm not going anywhere. We'll catch the first ship to Sipangku. Carlos has to meet my family. You guys are getting married and he hasn't met your family. Oh my god. That's going to be a surprise. Yeah, me and Carlos had a lot of crazy adventures. I feel a little... Who's going to do half my legwork now? You're looking a little weird. Congratulations are in order, young tamer. You defeated all the dojo masters and saved them. Perhaps it's time you face a real challenge, you know what I mean. Find us, fight us, prove you are Arc Tamer material. So long. Are you alright? Wait, have you been drinking? Listen up, special congressional tipsy boy. I don't care how many you've had. If you dare throw up on my ship. Fair enough. Alright, so apparently... I wonder where Ana went. I was expecting to find her here. Did you know it's my apprentice Eve too? What are you playing, dumb or something? Hurry up, he's waiting for us outside. We're going to the academia. Whatever, do you have its MP or not? You haven't even picked up your starter yet. Want to see my Ori? Oh my god, the game looks like it restarted. Max is playing a prank on us. You fell for it. I guess we could look for her. I mean, if you'd like my help. It's a bit too soon. Good to see you again. Alright. I guess it's the beginning of the rest of my life, free again. Find the Arctamers and challenge them. Defeat 4 Arctamers, well, at least I can try. Carlos may be able to give me a hand. Okay. So, guys, we got something. You can access the weekly challenges. Oh. Okay. We are, a few things here to claim. $60 feathers, wow. That's great. Guys, I think we're good. It looks like we need to find Carlos in Nyoto. And then after that, it'll show us how to find the Arctamers. So I guess technically we did beat the game, but I still wanted to give my final input on it. Just to kind of continue on where I was before the copyright song was playing. I do think this is a good game that had, I would almost say it had endless potential, but none of it was actually utilized. So the Tem designs I think are great. I can go into the Tempedia and I can look at several right away. I thought Platypet and the evolutions were solid. Grunder is amazing. Magma, cool. Grandpa is just kind of basic. What else we have in here that I thought was cool? Rotor is super amazing. Nidrasil. Aohi is cool. Babawa was an interesting design. Valash looked cool. I thought Aohi looked super cool. I never got to really use one. Raiken is super cool. A lot of interesting designs here. That look at Osukai. It's like the Machamp. It's like a rock Machamp. Super cool. Tortonite, great design. There was just now no variety to its abilities to like counter its weaknesses. Inky, amazing design. I just didn't get around to. It's too squishy. That's another one of my complaints about the game. You have so many Tem that are insanely squishy, even to moves that are not super effective against them. So a neutral move is like taking half my health, then it's like, I feel like I can't use that Tem. Because a neutral move, something that's not even super effective, just stripped half of me. Golzy, super cool, very glass cannon though. That's something you're going to notice on this game. For those of you that are, you haven't tried the game, you've just been following my videos. With a few of you that have been following my videos. I don't really have a big player fan base right now, but maybe in a few years we'll have a couple more people that are checking these out. But you'll notice that in this game there's a lot of glass cannon Tem. And Golzy, very cool, looks beefy. It's not beefy at all. This thing gets destroyed. It does a ton of damage, but it gets destroyed at the same time. And then sometimes you look at how high your damage is, you look at your 80 attack, and then you do a move, and it's like, we didn't even do half their health, and they're KOing me. So it's like, sometimes it seems a little weird. One of the best designs in the game, definitely Mastion. This is definitely the Garchomp of the game. It's like a Charizard and a Garchomp fused, and then we got Mastion. I think it's one of the coolest typings, one of the coolest designs, and the shiny one that I believe it was Hero sent me. Super cool. The coloration looks great. Size Munch looks cool. It's kind of like an Infernape, but it's not a fire type, believe it or not. I think it's like a melee rock type or something like that. I thought Zazare was a great design as well. We didn't get to fight that Mega Zazare. I thought we were going to. Gorong, Momo, I think is a cool, like, I would have, had I used one, I probably would have called it Balto or something. Zephyruff looks so cool. For me, this was like the Spearow of this game, and then you get your Fearow. I was going to use this thing, but it's again, all my favorite Tem, they're all toxic type. So it's like, I can't run 6 toxic Tem on my team. We will never operate, but if we could, I'd have definitely run Zephyruff, because they're a toxic wind type, and wind is something I definitely needed. Oshiara is pretty cool Tem. It's a water type. Yowler is cool. It's like a big polar bear. The Broccoli is also a cool Tem as well. I never got around to building one. I did catch a baby, but I never got around to getting one. I thought this was a great design as well, like a sea serpent. Nesla was probably one of my first favorites in the game. I think it helped me get through the electric areas because electric synthesize, it can absorb the electric moves, just kind of eat them. They had so many good designs. Leoto, I love this design too, but again, a lot of these things are super squishy. So this thing, digital and mental, it's great, cool. You get hit with any electric move, it just kind of gets deleted. Calibus, one of the tankiest things in the game. What a monster. It's lacking in special defense, as you can see, but you can kind of deal with that with Mucus, right? Mucus reduces damage. Toxic techniques reduce 30%. So electric moves, which it's weak to, it'll reduce 30%. And toxic reduce 30, even though it's already resisting toxic to begin with. Doesn't get frozen cold or burn status. Mucus, really good. I thought all the birds were interesting designs. Does it lack creativity? To some degree, I guess. This is kind of like the Eevee of this game, you know? But Eevee has certain ways that you evolve. You know, you up its friendship at night, and you level it up, Umbreon. You know, you do it during the day, Espeon. You, what is it? You level it up by the Moss Stone or something, you get the Leaf version, Leafeon or whatever. So these are interesting designs. I wasn't really a fan of these. But they're interesting designs, you know. They're still cool. Kinu is an interesting design too. I kind of saw this as like, kind of like a Mew of this game. It was rare, special defense crazy high. But being overly defensive on this game is not going to save you. It just means you're going to die. You're going to lose much slower. Acronox is probably one of my favorite designs in the whole game. And as you can see, it's a toxic type. It's, you know, the typical, the trap for me, toxic type. When poisoning or attacking a Tem, they also get trapped. I like Book Lungs. We reduce water damage 50%. Water is like one of our weaknesses, so that just makes Acronox even beefier. So this is an example of a Tem that I thought would be amazing. The Waspine, I didn't use it, of course, but when you look at its baby form, its defenses are insane, but you'll never... Out-tanking someone is never going to win the battle, because as long as they're consistently doing damage to you and you're barely doing any to them, and your CC is just not enough, it's just you're never going to catch up. Reduce Earth Techniques 50%, that's nice. Going away gift, that's alright. And then you'll notice as we get further down, there are more cool Tem. Hazrat is cool, but it's a toxic type. Minthor I thought would have been a really good electric type for me had I not... Oh no, this is mental and electric, I think. I think this would have been a good Tem for me, but I ran into Vogan by accident in that raid, and I kind of stuck with it. So this is a really amazing design. I love that design. Chimerian, awesome design. If you get a shiny one, it looks like a Chocobo, which gives you that Final Fantasy nostalgia. Probably one of the coolest shinies I've seen in the entire game. I would love to have a shiny of that. And then you got Ventool. Is this the third evolution? It starts from this, huh? I never got to use this Tem, but it's actually kind of cool looking. Wait, no way. No way. Okay, I know this goes to this. How does this go to this, though? Something is different. Maybe this is kind of like, you know how you have Gallade and the Curlia evolutions. Maybe this is like the Gallade version, and then this is the female one. I can't think of the name right now. Arachnite, very cool design. No digital neutral. You would think it's a toxic type, but this is cool. It does do some toxic moves though. Pretty beefy. Special attack really high. It's actually got really good stats. Its speed is low, which is a problem because I know it gets destroyed. I never used this one, the Crystal Fire type. I thought it was a very interesting typing. Looking at it now, super beefy. It's kind of like Chumby or Chumbi, but since it's fire and crystal, water is kind of common on this game, right? So you got to watch out for that water. I don't know what other weaknesses it has right now. Probably ground would probably do 4 times. So this thing would suffer to Acronox immediately. Like some mud would absolutely obliterate it. Vogan is one of the coolest Tem I found in the game. Glass Cannon, as you can see, special attack is crazy, 110. Speed is decent. Everything else kind of low. Gallios, I never got one because I never got to do one of those raids, but this is a cool looking Tem as well. Clearly we didn't get every Tem, but as you guys can see, there's a lot of creativity here that we could have done so much more with if we just knew what to do with the typings. For me, all my favorites, majority of my favorites were toxic types, and you legitimately cannot run a toxic team. You will lose so fast. And the story was okay. I thought a lot of the side missions where you walk around and just talk to random people, some of them are just talking way too much, so it's like a waste of time in my opinion. I do like the heal centers. You just walk up, you hit heal, and it just does it right away. So that's great too. There's no MMO factor in this game. I don't feel like this game is an MMO in any capacity. It's impossible. There's no way that this is an MMO, because MMOs, they kind of go on forever. This game, I kind of feel like this game has an end. Well, like, what am I going to do when I finish fighting the Arctamers? I can do side quests, right? What am I going to do when all the side quests are done? Then I just do dailies and weeklies so I can get the Tamer Pass stuff, maybe? Is that what I do? Is that what we should be doing, the weekly challenges? Use a dye to customize your clothes. Defeat untamed models. Capture 30 untamed Tems. So this is how I'm going to spend my weeks, is just capturing things to not even improve my current Tem. I'm just getting feathers here, and then what I can do with the feathers is I can purchase things. Where is that store to purchase things? Here's a store. We can go with those feathers. We can purchase mounts, stuff like that. I guess this is cool, but this is not improving my account. Like, it's making me look cool, but it's not making my current Tem stronger, if that makes sense. If you know where I'm going with this. These mounts are super cool. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't think this is my idea of an MMO. Yes, these things do exist in MMOs, but this doesn't feel like an MMO in any capacity. This is kind of like a Pokemon game. You finish, you get to the end of the game, we beat the game, and now the 4 Arctamers, I guess, are kind of like the Elite Four. You know, the Elite Four, technically in Pokemon games, Elite Four is when you beat the game, right? You beat those guys, and then the rest of the game is capturing the rest of the Tem, getting the legendaries. Here, from what I can see, we beat the game. Next is fight the Elite Four, or the 4 Arctamers. And then after that, what's left is to do side quests. So in essence, this may be even less than a Pokemon game. And then this game also you have to be online to play it. So we're online to play the game, but there's barely online interactions. The only online interactions is when you're doing those raids where I got Vogan, for example. So if you're not in one of those raids, I don't see the purpose in being online all the time. This game could definitely have been offline, and it would have saved so much trouble. This game, you guys remember at the start of my playthrough of this game, if some of you were here, unplayable, completely unplayable on the Nintendo Switch. It was lagging so bad. It would take you 30 seconds to get to a load screen. It would take you 20 seconds to start the game. You know, there's so much time wasted on the Switch that this game was just highly unoptimized on the regular Nintendo Switch. That's why I played this game on the PS5, and it's run very smooth since then. Now, in terms of filler, this game has a lot of filler content. You'll talk to a random person, and it's like, dude, I don't care what color your shoestrings are. Let's just do the battle so I can continue the story, the real story, the stuff I actually should be paying attention to. Versus they're sitting there saying, you know, my shoestring's red, and then they give me a prompt. Why are they red? Or a TemTem up or something, you know. And then you have all these prompts to go through. It's a waste of time. It doesn't add creativity to the game. It doesn't add to the main story. It's just a waste of time. And I don't want my time wasted. Time is limited. But if you look at the Tempedia, we had 165 that I have discovered, that I have seen, right? There's probably more than this. Let's say there's 200. You know, over the years, they could have released a couple more, because this game is now 4 years old. So they definitely could have released a couple more. Maybe, you know, it doesn't hurt to do like an event or something. Remember, this is an MMO, guys. MMOs are supposed to have events. So a Christmas event, Merry Christmas. Come get your Christmas hat, Layodel or something. Come get your Christmas hat, Psypot for Christmas. And then there should be snow in all the regions in Christmas. This is New Year's. We just finished New Year's this past week. Where is the New Year's event? MMOs do those things. This is missing all the MMO stuff that your normal MMO does. That's why I don't consider this game to be an MMO in any capacity. There's, besides being online all the time. I barely have interaction with the guild. The guild is here. I don't know what the benefit of having a guild. What does having a guild do for you? I'm not really sure. I guess it's just a larger friend list. I don't know. But I don't see the purpose in having a guild other than just having a group of people. Then you can look at their cards. Maybe we can organize raids with these people. We can look at what they're doing, look at their team, and be like, oh wow, look, they have a congressional agent, and we can see what console they play on. Which reminds me, I should probably put my congressional thing on. Where is that? Emotes, maybe it's here. Bumping around. I guess, no, it's not in here. I don't know. We're gonna leave it alone, but as you guys can see, we've been playing this game for a little over 2 years. It's taken me a long time to get here. I guess the real end game is PvP, but I don't really have an interest in it. But yeah, this game, endless potential. I think they had endless potential, but they just didn't do anything with it. Maybe if they release a TemTem 2, they'll address a lot of these things and make it vastly better. The world is already good. They don't really have to do too much with this. The character designs are already pretty good. You don't have to do too much with that. A lot of the Tem designs are already good. You don't have to do too much with that. What you just need to concentrate on is the story. Make the side quests worth your time. If you're going to run this as an MMO, you need to have events during the year to justify calling it an MMO. You need to have something. And our Tem, I don't have any level 100 Tem, but once I hit level 100, I should be able to continue, in theory, improving that Tem to some degree. That's what I think of when I hear an MMO. It's like I can continue, maybe it takes me an hour to get 1 point of attack. Well, you know what? That's going to keep me on the game, because in 1,000 hours, I'm going to have an extra 1,000 attack. It's just an example. You probably shouldn't do stuff like that, because then you'll one-shot people in PvP. But you know where I'm going with this. But guys, that is going to be it for this one. Thanks for checking out the video. Hope I'll catch you all on the next one. The next one, we will start hunting down the Arc Tamers, I guess. And yeah, I think after the Arc Tamers are done, we will probably put this game to rest and either start a new game, or we will try to close out Pokemon Legends. Maybe what I'll do is I'll double up on Pokemon Legends and try to finish that soon, and then we can try another game, because I have like Monster Sanctuary. I have a few other games that we can try to do videos on. So guys, until next time, see ya.